Thank you.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm back. There you go. So, I forgot what I was even saying a second ago, but oh, I remember. So I'm gonna put some of my actual pathos in here. Yeah, I don't know. OBS just decided to stop, so you know, fuck that guy. Anyways, it just decided to do what it wanted to do, so sorry guys. I just realized I didn't even have my model up, but you know, hang on, let me put that up because she's here. Hang on. There we go. This whole time I didn't even have me up, but that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Listen, this is how you do a stream. You gotta fuck it up like 10 times, and then it's better like at the last second. Guys, so let me grab a couple of my pathos, and we'll talk through how we're gonna do that. But if you guys didn't know, I am one of the people who I'm a plant lady, and I grow different types of plants. Right, streamer brain. I grow different types of plants, and I make cuttings of those plants, and I'll show you what they look like in uno momento, por favor. So hang on, I'll grab the one we're gonna use. Okay guys, here are a couple of my pathos that I have had in my collection for, I've had these two for probably about 2 years growing. We're probably gonna take this big one out though, because we don't want anything that has a hole in it or nothing. So I'm probably gonna snap that part off like that. I'm sorry, baby, I'm so sorry. And I will use that as a cutting for another one. But this is how I keep my pothos and my monsteras and all of my other plants that I want to give to people. So throughout the year, I will make these little beauties, and I will cut all of the extras off of my current plants, and I will make cuttings out of these, and I leave them in test tubes, which are these guys right here. You can see roots are nice and beautiful. Can we focus? Can we focus? Oh my God, there we go. Beautiful roots. I wash them like every 2.5 months. Shut up, I'm awake now, be quiet. But these are my cuttings. So we're gonna put these guys in here today. Oh yeah, my cuttings are always clean, so you know, that's how I get down. So we'll just keep these guys right here for a second. We'll put those little twinsies there. And I'm gonna try to put it to where it can make it look like kind of tropical, if you will, because the container is so kind of small. If you could kind of gauge the size there from the side, you know what I mean? We want to make it to where it's not too overwhelming, but we have enough spaces for a potential for the tarantula to burrow. But then also, if it chooses to be a tarantula that likes to web, we want to make sure that there's space in there for it to web here, or whatever the case may be. So, you know, there's that stuff. Okay. You said born and raised in an agricultural family. So, you know, exactly. You know, my grandfather was the agricultural guy. So he is the one that got me started on all these things. So I think I'm going to put just a smidget more substrate in here. Just because I want it to feel kind of at home. And again, I'll try to take a little bit of what's in its current enclosure and put it in here. But I think this should be enough. It should be able to burrow just fine with that. Plus, we need to make sure that our piece of driftwood can fit in there. So let's go ahead and get all this in here, mix that stuff up. One thing I really love about gardening and all the things is getting my hands dirty. I was a mud pie type of kid, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a type, you guys, there's definitely a type. So, you know, I was that type. I was outside doing those things when my kids were younger. You know, mom would be outside with them catching lizards and things like that because I just love that type of stuff. So I want to make sure it's nice and pretty, if you will. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then let's wet this up a little bit. I'm gonna wet it up a little bit, and then we're gonna get our pothos pieces in here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Come on, baby, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it! And I'm doing this now because we don't want to try to wet this up when the tarantula's in there. I mean, because it's hot as fuck outside, but you know, you want the least amount of you don't want it to be feeling any type of way. Okay, if you can make it the least stressful move possible, that's what we want. We want the least stressful environment for it. We don't want it to be angry or kicking hairs or any of that type of stuff. Even though it's a little juvenile, even juvenile hairs, when they get kicked up, they still fucking suck. Okay, they definitely suck. So we don't want any of that happening. Oh my god, y'all, look at my discombobulated ass. There you go, stay right there. And I'm wiping down the sides because I want to be able to see it in the enclosure, and the moisture itself will kind of fog that up, so we want to make sure we're keeping it nice and clear. So we'll get rid of that. We'll put that right here in our little trash bag. Okay, now where do we want to put our pothos? That's the question. And I'm thinking we should put it over here on this little mound up in here, right? The only problem is, remember we have our piece of driftwood, right? Which is super freaking fat. This is our piece of driftwood. You said body shock isn't good. Yeah, exactly. So maybe we should put the driftwood. Let me move these guys out. So maybe we should incorporate the driftwood maybe like this. I gotta sit these somewhere else. Hang on. Let me put it somewhere. Okay, that's it. Okay. Stay right there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see, like, how do we want to put this in here? Because we want it to be able to be seen, and we know that this has this large piece here, so that should go inside the substrate, right? So let's try to stuff it in here. See if we can get it down far enough to where the lid can close. If we can, then look at this, guys. It's a nice little hiding spot in there. Can you guys see that? Can you see it? See that little nice little hiding spot in here? Right here? Right there? I like that. I like that a lot. So let's try to do that really quick and see. What do you guys think? I mean, we could put it here, or I could put it on this side here. This side I was hoping to put the pothos and then kind of build up the substrate around the pothos, because we're gonna need a hole for that. There's a little hole. Hi, baby. Oh my god. Hi, honey. Everybody who's in here, Los says that's my husband, so say hello. Be nice. Be nice to him. Anyways, so I'm thinking we should put our pothos here so they kind of like drift over here, but let's see what that would look like. Okay, so here are the babies. So let's take one of these guys out. Look. I don't know if we're gonna get away with this, guys. We might not be able to get away. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get away with this, y'all. I'm trying to be hopeful, but I don't think we are. I think my roots are too thick. They're too thick and healthy. I've never heard anything say something was too thick, but I think my roots might be a little too thick. Okay. I mean, so that doesn't seem too bad. So let's try to put the other one in here. Let's dig down a little bit further there. Wet that up a little bit.
Can I get a...
you can get a hole, yeah. You can always get one. You can always get one. Shut up, talk about some shut up. You said, what up, y'all? Work, then play, then work. Yeah, I know it. My honey been working. He been working. But that's good. That's what you supposed to be doing. Let me shut up. You guys know, come on, you are with me on stream all the time. You know I'm a complete brat, so you already know it's a... Los has a lot to deal with, if you will. Okay, let's see. Let's try to put these guys this way. I think this one right here is gonna be a little too big, so we're gonna have to pop that off. I'm sorry. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I know I don't like to do you like that, my love. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think we might get away with it if we can get them in here like this. We got to get them in there nice though, and they have to fit under the lid. So that's the thing. Y'all didn't see none of that, you know, snapping or cutting or nothing. Don't talk about it. Nothing happened. Okay, let's get those roots covered. And all this little extra shit, that's what we want over there. Okay. So we're getting that in there. We're gonna put a little moss there too. We just really want it here for the look more than anything, right? We just want something green in here. So let's test the top and see if we can close the top up. And it still be okay, right? That's the real question is, can we close the top up? Okay, so let's look at it from the side. Ooh, let's look at it from the main side though. You see it? Okay, I like that. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. So I like that because I wanted something in there that was alive. And the wood hideaway was alive before, so we know that that is something that was formerly alive, if you will. So that's what I want. We want something that's alive. Now, I don't think our little haunted house is gonna fit in here. I think it's too big. Actually, way too big. And we need some more substrate back there. So let's put some more substrate back there. A little more back there. Got a little out here, that's fine, but we want it to be back there. That little corner, you guys see that kind of dented in, like that little corner right there? We want to cover that up. Get that off of there. We're keeping a clean environment. Our house has to be clean. Let's get all that in there. And it'll have a place to burrow over there. Looking nice, looking nice. I like that, I like that, I like that. And we'll water it again and all that stuff once we're done. Okay, so my only concern right now is I don't want this to ever lean over and like fucking smush our little fuzzy. So we gotta make sure, we have to make absolute sure that this does not move. So I'm going to add a lot more substrate on the side. Sorry guys if you hear some little extra or loud parts of the stream. It's because we are doing this right here, so. And it's right next to my mic, so. Okay. Let's get our little fingers down in there. We're gonna smush that down quite a bit. Okay. This piece of fucking driftwood is really fat. And it's really heavy. When Los picked it up when we were at the little pet shop, he's like, dude, this is really heavy. And it is quite heavy. Okay, but we want to compact it a little bit. So therefore this does not move around. We do not want that to move around at all. It's too big, and if it falls on the tarantula, it's gonna die straight up. So we don't want that. Okay. Let's get a little bit more. Oh shit. Sorry, my model thing fell down. Come on, stay right here. There we go. Okay, let's get some more. And I want to put this really tight in the front. Not where the hole is, obviously, not the hole there, but I want to put it in the front right here. Okay. And let me start spraying a little bit of this in the back, because we want that to set, if you will. Let's get that in there so we can get it set. We want that to set. Okay, where's my paper towels at? Get another paper towel. We're gonna wipe up our little mess here on the sides. Move that over a little bit. Wipe all that up, so we'll be able to see everything. We want to keep the screen part really clear. There's no obstructions where the holes are for the airflow. We don't want any of that. So let's keep that real clean and nice. Nice and clean, baby. Okay, I think we have it tucked in enough right now to where that ain't gonna move. No tarantula is gonna get that part to move. So we have a hole in here. It can go through the front side or the back side. We will need to change this though once it gets bigger, because it won't be enough space in there, but we're gonna try to flatten it out a little bit in there like that, so it'll have a little bit of space. Okay, what do you think, guys? I think we look good. I think we look pretty good. So we got that going. Okay, cool. We got our little plants in here. Although I feel like I probably should have put the plants right here. Right? Should I have put them there? Let me see. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think we're gonna put them there. So let's take these little bad boys right here, and we're gonna move this out. It already has its hole here. The hole's already right there, so we know that's where that goes. Let's put our plants here, so they can root here behind this guy. Put these guys here. And we can move them around whatever way we kind of want to, right? We have full ability to move it around whatever way we like. And we can add more shit if we want to, you know what I mean? So let's put this back and let's get it into its final place. So this is going to be, this is final place. So we want this to kind of hang over the side. Let's clean these little babies up. I should have did that before, but I didn't. Be quiet, nobody saw that. Okay, and then we're gonna kind of rotate these just a tad, so we have them kind of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like that. I should have just got fake plants. Just kidding. I would never. And we could move some of this over here, back here. Make it even more fuzzy, wuzzy. And then it'll have a little place to like hang out. Okay. And let's make these guys. This root is so fat. Like, dude, my roots for all of my pothos are like hella big, man. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. You said Chicken went through and handled a handle of Target back, and now it's on his waist. Tell Chicken to relax. Okay, so we can't put too much back here because we want it to be able to come out of this hole right here. So we want to make sure there's a little bit of space there for it to come out of the hole. And I think we have enough space. Yeah, we have enough space. So, okay. That looks dope. That looks dope. But it's not sitting right, so we got to make sure it sits right. So this is how it should be sitting. Let's dig it in there. Perfecto. We have a space to crawl out the back. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure by fisting the dirt, if you will. Gotta make sure things fit through the things, baby. Okay, so it looks like it should be able to get through there. At least right now we know it can because it's so tiny. It's such a baby that it definitely can get through there. Okay. Woo! That was a workout, you guys. And so now if it wants to climb up top on here, it can climb up on there and hang out up in here, you know. That's the vibe, that's the vibe. That's the vibes. Let's take a little bit of that, put that over there. What I'm really trying to do right now is make sure that this big fat chunk of fucking stuff doesn't move. That's really what it is. It might only have one way in, one way out, which is right here. And I think I'm okay with that because it can burrow. I just don't want it to fall over on it and it causes a problem because, you know, that would be a really big issue. All right, so far, I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. Okay, now, we're gonna add a little bit of these, what are they called? These are like little oak leaves. We're gonna add some of these guys in there. So cut that open. And it has another little pack inside. So here's the leaves of themselves. And they're shipped like that because they're, you know, they're real leaves. They don't want them to mold or anything like that, so. We'll take a little handful of these, like that much. Just like crumple them up, kind of get them all over the place. We want to make this feel like, you know, like a place that a spider would like to be, if you will. And they love these things. They love these little things. At least from what I observed and I learned, they seem to really like this. So, put some of these guys. We got a whole bunch of them. Look at that one. That one's actually really pretty. That's really pretty. So is this one. Look at the pattern on that. It's super pretty. So we want to rip these up a little bit and kind of toss them around different places. Oop, that one went in my windowsill. Don't worry about that. It's nobody's business. But yeah, we want to get them around to where, you know, it feels like it's supposed to be there. Okay. And remember, we have a juvenile, so it's so little that, you know, we might not have to worry about any of this stuff for a while because it's such a baby. It's so little. Okay, so now it's going to be the hard part of trying to get it in there. But we need to get it into our cup first, which is probably going to be a challenge, but we're going to try it together. And if it doesn't want to do it, then we will reconvene and I'll do it at a later time. But we want to see if it will like to. So let's make sure that this fits really quick. Okay, there's no dirt in there. Perfect. We did it, we did it, we did it! Okay. Alright now. Oh, jeez! Jeez! So what I want to do is I want to try to get some of its enclosure out. Let me put a little more moss in. I love moss. But I want to get some of its own enclosure. And, you know, I want to give it some of its own enclosure too, if you will, because it's comfortable there, you know, with that. So I want to make sure that we add a little bit of that in here. Put a little mossy moss right there. Wet that thing up. Wet that thing up. Okay, okay, okay. A little moss. And then I'll give it its nice bit of water in a second. And because the container is still kind of small, it's bigger than its one it has now, but it's still kind of small. What we're gonna do for moisture is we're gonna only moisturize one side, and I'm gonna do the side that has the plants, and then we'll kind of tilt it a little bit so the moisture can kind of flow through. And we'll do it like that. That way it's not, we don't do too much. We don't want no mold. We don't want any of that type of shit. You know what I mean? So we got to be very careful with how much and what we put everywhere because we definitely don't want no mold. And mold is a constant in any type of enclosure or any type of terrarium or any of that thing. Mold loves it. It loves to come hang about. Okay, let's make sure we got a little enough space right here for my baby. Okay, got a little space right there. And then we also have this other little wood piece that has in its own enclosure now. We'll probably put that right here, right there, so we can see it roaming around. Okay, so now it's gonna be the fun part, is trying to get it into this. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. So let's figure it out, and then while we do that, I will go ahead and finish doing all the spraying this down, making sure everything's sprayed down. It looks nice. Everything's got some water, some moisture. We like that. We like that. We like that. And if you want to know what it looks like, here you go. That's what it looks like. So you can't see through there yet. I gotta wipe that off, but sorry for the mic, but y'all already know what's up. Shut up. Okay, everything is stuffed in there. Nothing's gonna fall on the baby. Okay, cool. Let's wipe this down one more time, and then we'll move forward to trying to catch this little guy and see if it'll let us put him in there without trying to like kick hairs and shit. Thank you for the emotes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lets me know you're still here. Thank you, Bento. This is the stressful part. You guys have been hanging out for the part that's not even hard. The hard part is getting this fucker in here. That's the hard part, you guys. That's the hard part. Is making sure we can get it in here in the least amount of stress as possible. We don't want to stress it out. We don't want it to be kicking any hairs. We don't want any of that. We want it to go in here and be like, okay, I like this. This is cool. This is my new home. I love it. Let's go. That's what we really want. That's what we really want. Okay. Make sure this is right. Let's break this up a little bit. You said I'm being educated. Well, I do my best, baby. This is my first tarantula that I have raised, but I do know about science and biology, and I know a lot about arachnids because I studied arachnids in college. Back before, you know, teachers, back in the day when teachers used to tell you, you can be anything you want to be. I either wanted to be a person who studied arachnids, or I wanted to be a paleontologist because I love dinosaurs. But you know, that changes, you know, when you get older and they're like, oh my God, you can't make money doing that. And, you know, I let a lot of really bad teachers and educators kind of ruin me from that, which I really shouldn't have, but it happened. And I didn't go through, you know, and make good on that. Like, I probably could have been an astrophysicist if I really wanted to. And that's my favorite subject, is astrophysics and arachnids. Arachnids and amphibians. Those are my favorite subjects when I was in school, so. But you know, sometimes it be like that, y'all, you know, this, you know, it is what it is. So now that's why I'm 42 years old right now, and I'm making an enclosure for a purple bloom tarantula because, you know, I know it's possible, and I know I could have did it a long time ago, and maybe I didn't have the courage or the, you know, encouragement to do so. So I'm doing it now, and that's what matters, as long as you do it, right? Dino Noir, yep, Dino Noir. They adapt to their environments. There's so many different spiders. Exactly, there's so many, and like, dude, every one is freaking different. It's different in some way. You said my dream pet is really a frog. I want dark frogs. I think that's cute. What I'm gonna get next, you guys, is I'm gonna get some little jumping spiders. I am like so interested in the whole jumping spider situation that I really, 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 really want jumping spiders. So, and I saw some at the expo, and when I tell you they were so freaking cute, they were adorable. It's not even funny how adorable they were. It's not even funny. They're so fucking cute. Dude, and they're so little. You don't have to worry about them. Like, you don't have to be afraid of jumping spiders. They're like literally the easiest pet to like work with. Okay, let's see if we can get our little spooter into our jar. That's the jar. Woo! Okay, let me see if I can find my mask because it's gonna have a field day when I take that little piece of wood out. Okay, so hang on, let me go pee really quick so I don't pee on myself. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave the camera on, but I'll be right back. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Shit, if I get a spooter, I'm getting a jumper. Jumping spiders are so fucking cute, bro. They're so cute. They're so freaking cute. Okay. So we're gonna have to be able to do this one or two ways. Where's it at? It is under the thing. So we're gonna have to cup it like this, which means I'm gonna have to move this piece out, cup it like that, and then slide something under it and move it to the next location, or I'm gonna see if I can get it into this cup. We'll see. No guarantees. And it's right here. It's right there. So first of all, let's go ahead and move that big piece of whatever. This shit. Let's move this out the way. Those fruit flies are doing too much. Wonder why they're in there like that. Okay, we'll put that right there. This seems like it likes that one. Hang on, I'm putting this into the new enclosure. Okay. So we got that in the new enclosure. Perfect. All right, let's see if we can get our spooter in here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's move some of this stuff out the way. Okay, that's the back side of it. We don't want the back side. Oh, you know what I could do? Hang on. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Oh shit. Might not let me, but we're gonna try it. This might be too high. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay. I'll be able to do it this way. Stay where you at, baby. Stay where. Let me move my mic. Stay where you at. See if we can get you off right here. Come on. You see it, guys? Come on, baby. Yeah, let's go. Come on. I don't want it to try to kick no hairs. Come on. Come on. Go. Okay, we trying, y'all. We trying. Come on, baby. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, little sweet cakes. Oh, Lord. The baby, y'all. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Welcome to Earth.
Let's go. Oh, it went in there. If you can't see him, it's right here. Let me turn it this way so you can see. So we'll lift this up. Look at the baby, y'all. It's in that thing. Come on. Look, it's in there, y'all. We did it good on the first time. It didn't kick no hairs or nothing. Oh my God, y'all. Look at. Yo. You have your Zoom on your phone. Well, look it. It's in there now. So I hope it likes its new little enclosure. And look, we put the other little piece of wood in there. It's going into its little spot. Okay, okay. We're looking good. We're looking good. You say he looks smaller now. Exactly. The habitats are, yeah, you get it. So let's put back its little, other little things that were in there that it liked. So let's put this little flower back. You know, just little silly shit. The little flower back there. Here's another little flower it had. I don't think I want to keep anything else out of here because there's fruit flies in here and I don't like that, so we're not going to keep anything else out of here. We did it, you guys! Hey, it's not going to like this, but we got to do it anyway. Perfecto. So our little baby is now inside its little area. If you want to see up close, it's right there. You see it? Hold on, let me see. It's right there. I'm trying to see if I can get you in there, but you can see it right there. Perfecto. So you guys, we did it. And that wasn't even that bad. So when people were like, oh my God, spiders, blah, 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 blah. We just moved a purple bloom tarantula. Uh-oh, hold on. That shit don't want to close. There we go. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Now you'll be able to see it eventually through here. I'll have my little cam set up so where you can actually see it through there. That way, you guys will be, I'll be able to do my little spooner cam. My little spooner cam. Yeah, so I'm super happy, and now I can actually see it in its enclosure, farting around, bumbling around, and getting bigger, molting, and doing all the things. So I'm super happy, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while we did this. It took us almost an hour. It wasn't too bad. So yeah. That's our little baby. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, we are hoping that it is a boy. That way we can see all the beautiful colors. If it is a female, it'll still be beautiful. We'll still love it the same. And they last a really long time, but we're hoping that we get to see it in all its glory. If it's a male, we'll be able to see all the purples and blues and universe colors and nebula colors and that type of thing. So whatever it is, we'll be happy. But now it's inside of its new home, and fuck, dude, I'm happy. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. Thank you for helping me move over and rehome my spooter. And I will be back on in about an hour or so. What time is it? Let me look at the time. It's 5. I'll be back on at 7. From 7 to 9, I'll be playing Once Human. So that's the vibe for tonight. But thank you guys again. And we did it. It was successful. So I'm so happy. Pickle, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Y'all know, like, listen, I barely do like real cam stuff anymore. unless like I'm out doing something that I really want you guys to do, you know, see. I couldn't do the the IRL videos from the expo because a lot of the snake handlers were not okay with that. And I'm not, you know, usually there was a bunch of people in there who were streaming who were younger people, and you know, they don't really give a shit, but I do. And so I didn't want to face cam at the expo because I knew that it made certain vendors very uncomfortable. So that's why I didn't, and I just posted pictures. So if you want to see all the snakes, geckos, bearded dragons, tarantulas, jumping spiders, all the things from the expo, I have those inside of my Discord channel for you guys to go see. But yeah, that's the reason why I didn't go ahead and do that, is because it made some people uncomfortable. So anywho, you guys have a great couple hours. If you come back to see me, that will be great. If not, have a great rest of your Sunday. I will see you guys again, not until I come back from California. So keep that in mind. I might pop on Tuesday just to say hello and maybe get in on something easy or quick. But you know, oh, you know what, you guys? I'm sorry, I fucked up. I think I might play Midnight Peak tonight. I think that was what was on my list. I think it was Midnight Peak. Oh my god, did you guys even realize that we didn't even use this? We didn't even use it. I thought we were gonna use it. We didn't even freaking use the damn thing. Right? We didn't even use it. I thought we were gonna have to be like, get in here! No, we didn't even use it. But it probably would have been cool to get it in here so I could show the tarantula to you guys. But you guys seen that shit. Like, I gotta tell you, bro, you seen it. You seen it. It's cute. It's cute, baby. A little cute baby. So, anyways, I'll pop on to say bye to you guys on Tuesday. And then I won't be back until, so I'll be on Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be back Friday, but I won't be streaming until Saturday, guys. Hi, Jazzy. Ooh, girl, you missed the whole tarantula show. I'm glad your butt wasn't in here. You might have been scared, baby. You probably was gonna be scared, boo. Just kidding. It went really well. That was my first time rehoming it into a new enclosure, and it went really well. So we had no problems. It just walked on out like it was supposed to. It didn't give me no type of problems, no issues either. Yep. Cause it said my mama here and she got me on the camera, and they gonna be like, you know, hey, what's up with you? You better chill out. Don't be showing out here. Anywho, I love you guys. That's an action word. Do something nice for yourself or nice for somebody else. Pay it forward. Do something sweet as cherry pie, if you will. You said it didn't want to embarrass me. Exactly. Peace out, you guys. Let's see who is on right now. Jazzy, are you streaming right now? Be safe, wanted. I'll see you guys when I get back. Will be next Saturday, maybe next Friday. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel, you guys. Just keeping it real. You said you relaxing today. You relaxing today. Okay. Good. Have a day off. You need a day off. Fuck it. Okay, so we have Bunny is on right now. Bunny is just getting on. Alyssa's playing Hades. Barry's playing Power World. Maybe I'll send you over to Barry. Oh, Nia's having an event right now. So my friend Nia Nightshade, which is I love her to death. You guys, if you're already in here and you're a VTuber, you know who Nia Nightshade is. Nia is one of the first VTubers that I encountered that was really super gracious and just an awesome fucking individual. Just awesome. And they're doing a 24-hour stream for their new outfit reveal. And I would like for you guys to help support her. So please, even if you have to raid and run, you guys, please go in there, say hello, and tell her congratulations on her debut. Yes, an outfit reveal. Yes. Tell her congratulations on her outfit reveal. And just give her all the love from me. If you can, please go ahead and put in whatever raid message you like, just as long as it's nice and sweet. And then you can also use, please use my zombie emote. Please do that. Sorry, I've been looking all over in the corner. It's been fucked up. Please use my zombie emote because that's how they know who I am. And I think we're gonna do what we say we're gonna do in life, and we're gonna spread some love, and we're gonna be a supporter, and we're gonna be awesome, and we're gonna support Nia Nightshade tonight. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Have a great night, you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Long time, long time, long time. Bye, you guys. Let's go over here. Let's go see what Nia's got going on. We didn't even get to use our little house, but we'll figure that out when a bigger enclosure, guys. All right, let's head on over to Nia. I'll be there with you guys. So, yeah, let's get on over there. Okay, where's my shit at? Go. Let's go. Bye, y'all.